All right, everybody, we are in the car. We are on our way up to Massachusetts for the Big E show in Springfield. And so the whole family is coming along for this one. And we've got about a 7-hour car ride here in front of us to get up there. Going to visit my sister, lives just outside of Boston. So we're gonna go there tonight and then head out early for the Springfield show on Saturday. Be there for a few hours and then head back over to visit with family a little bit more and then come home Sunday. So bring you along for the trip and check out a new train show here. So hope you enjoy. Let's get to the show. All right, so yesterday we drove up to my sister's house. She lives just outside of Boston, and kids decided they were going to stay with their aunt this morning and their cousins. So Allie and I are heading over to Springfield. It's about an hour and a half run from where my sister's at, just outside of Boston. So we are on the road, scheduled to get there right before 9 o'clock. We've got our wristbands already, so we can go right into the show. And so we'll see what they've got today. Plan is to just walk around, see the show, see the exhibits. I know there's a bunch of HO and N-scale stuff that's going to be there, and the video footage that I've seen of the show before is lots of things on display and vendors, and I know the dealers will be there. So looking forward to just seeing those things and talking with some of the guys over there. And so I'll bring you along and see what we can find, and maybe we'll find something that we want to bring home or something we can see. But I've got the boss with me today, so I don't know if that might limit our purchasing power, but that's okay. We're gonna have fun. See you there. Lots of traffic. We should definitely block the intersection. That's helpful. Just parking there. All right. All right, we're here. Parking's a bit of a fiasco. Took us like 10 minutes just to get to a parking spot. So now we are braving the cold to get into the building and meet up with RJ and see what's what. Lots of stuff here.
$665, right? Huh? $665. Right? Yep.
Yeah. Yes. You don't. Which one did you order? And I ordered that one.
I think you ordered the New York Central one.
No, I don't know.
I'll say it's a long drive. So,
How much were you guys retailing?
Breeze actually has it for sale.
No, yeah.
Whatever, if you go on our website, my price is half.
Yeah, it's a new thing that we're coming out with. So there's like Santa, these.
That is massive.
If you're ever doing stuff like that, whatever different roof, it also impacts the interior a little bit. But I think that'll probably be the next change I make. And that's when you look and see, hey, do you have other people that go with it?
Engineering prototype of the S2.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely. Union Pacific one. Right.
the boosters tend to be so road specific, but you know, some of them they look okay. It's what I look at. Like I said, if I could lower the people on there, so no complaints. Anytime you do something like that with whole thing, it's always
There it is.
Trains today. The one day I'm at a train show.
I gotta go see Scenic Express because I gotta go there for Dell. Dell needs stuff.
Why isn't he here? You have to work.
He said he didn't have to work. But I know he's lazy.
So this is Bar Mills. I have a couple Bar Mills products on my layout. They're fantastic. They're a little bit tedious to put together, but really not that hard. I'm not an expert modeler with regards to putting buildings together. But this is definitely really great stuff. I would highly, highly recommend. If you're looking for some great, steam era, old towny buildings that are going to be unique on your layout and not, pre-made, go with Bar Mills. Here at Grzybowski's, always brings tons of stuff. They have the Canadian Pacific ES44 Evolution Hybrid for $13. Pretty good price for that engine. Amtrak.
So this is something new they're doing.
only 30.
The previous ugly guy is. That was
Hi Chris, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Just want to say hello to all your viewers, and I enjoy your channel quite a bit. Anybody in New England, I'd like to invite you to join the New England division of the TCA. We do limited cars ourselves. We have about 3 or 4 meets per year. Most of our meets are in Central Mass, Hudson, Massachusetts.
There you go.
We also have a newsletter that we put out 3 or 4 times a year. And if you're in New England, familiar with the TCA, I'd like to invite you to join the TCA New England Division.
There we go.
And there's our website right up there.
.org. Lots of different custom run cars here.
These are custom. The S gauge are limited to 50
Okay.
of each. The other two, 100.
Awesome. All right, so that wraps this one up. Great show. Lots of stuff. Knew there's going to be a lot of like smaller scale things there, and G scale. I mean, all scales really. And so 4 buildings to get through. Lots of layouts. Lots of stuff to see. Definitely a cool show. It was great to see all the dealers or the manufacturers that were there, and even like the HO and N scale stuff was really neat to see. Not a whole lot of O scale stuff to buy. Brady's was there. Train World was just handing out some flyers and doing their raffle. Trains had some good stuff. I picked up an engine from Trains that I had purchased before on their website and then asked them to bring it so I could save on some shipping costs, and we'll show that in a future video that's upcoming. But overall, great show. Got to see RJ, got to see a bunch of other folks, which was great to see and catch up with. And so fun stuff. We're going to head out and back over to my sister's place outside of Boston. And I'm going to try to convince the family to let me stop at Charles Rowe, because that's the biggest dealer in Massachusetts. So we'll see. Maybe that'll be a hobby shop hop episode that'll be coming up. If it is, then Chris had a really great day. See you guys on the next one. Back here in the basement, just thought as I was driving home 6 hours today that we should probably just recap a little bit here to paint a little bit more of a picture of what the Big E show is like, because I didn't really know what to expect kind of going into this. And first thing is Charles Rowe closed on Saturdays and Sundays. It's ridiculous. So we were on our way back heading east on the Mass Pike, and we looked it up to see what time they were going to close, and it turns out they're closed on Saturdays and Sundays. They're only open from like 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, so really not helpful at all. And also, it's the biggest train show in the state. You're one of the biggest dealers in the state, if not the biggest train dealer in the state, and you're not even at the show. Like, I was disappointed in Charles Rowe there. I've done a lot of business with them in the past, and I was just really, really disappointed. How are you not even open on a Saturday and trying to attract anybody into the hobby that isn't in it? That's just crazy to me. But anyway, show was a lot of fun. It was, just trying to figure out where everything is in all the different halls, and there wasn't as much of a rhyme or reason to where things were. Where like at York, you've got the member halls, and then you've got the dealer halls where the manufacturers and dealers are. They're all kind of together. It was kind of all spread out. People were just in different places, so that was interesting. I really enjoyed being able to talk with the guys at Lionel, Ryan and Dave, and kind of see what's been coming up, what they're working on. They actually had the engineering prototypes of a lot of the new toolings that we're seeing, or new engines that are being tooled and that we're going to be seeing coming out in the next year or so, including the S2, the Y6B was there. I believe they had the H7 prototype, even though that one's already out. The SD40-2 was there. They had the whole triplex superset. I got a video of the box, which is huge. And then they had the whole set up on the top shelf. I did not get a video of that. So it was really nice to talk with them, and obviously hang out with Stu for a little bit. And it was a lot of fun. Not a lot of stuff to buy. Scenic Express was there, which was helpful for a lot of folks. I did not end up buying anything from Scenic Express. I wish they would still come to York. Disappointed that they don't. Disappointed that Lionel doesn't come to York. I think it would be a great opportunity for them to continue to talk with folks and get their new products out in front of people. But, they're making the decisions on where to go. Grzybowski's is there. It's always fun to talk with Joe, catch up a little bit. He brings what feels like the entire store with him, which is awesome. He had a couple of Polar Expresses there. He had the red one and the black one, but no other big things that I was looking for. I was a specific set that I'm looking for that no one had there, so I saved some money. I did end up actually just doing a deal with my buddy Dan from Dashing Dan's Trains. He picked up an engine at the show, and he and I are going to actually be doing a trade, and we'll talk about that down the road. So that was always good, and seeing Grzybowski's is fun, and talking it up with Joe a little bit is always a great time. So I always appreciate that. So it was a great show. I don't know if I'd have to go back, to be honest with you, especially being as far away as it was. I'm glad that I have gone, and if you haven't gone, I highly recommend it. But for me, York is just the holy grail of train shows for O scale, because it is mostly just all O scale. There's so many dealers there, and they're bringing a lot of their O scale stuff. Brady's was there, but they didn't bring a lot of new stuff. They had a lot of their used inventory and things like that at the show. So great show. Not sure if I have to go back, but I did like I said, it was a great weekend, a lot of fun. It was a quick couple hours at the show before we had to head back to hang out with family. So thanks for joining me on this one. This was exciting. And unfortunately, no hobby shop hop because Charles Droz has the worst hours of any hobby shop in America. So that's a new tagline for them. We have a new engine that we picked up from Trains, and we're going to show that here on an upcoming video. And it's an old legacy engine I got for a really great deal. And right now it looks shiny, and soon we're going to weather it. Maybe we'll make that part of the video. We'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys, for tuning into this one. If you were at the show, what did you buy, if anything? It was, another train show. Looking forward to York in a couple weeks, or a couple months, I guess. So we'll see you at that one. Take care, guys.